so I wanted to do a video real quick to show a little trick that I found that I thought was pretty neat. If you have not seen yet, Youngnails has come out with a polish line, gel polish, called Go Time. This is a one-step polish. Let me see if you can see this better. This is a one-step polish, and what it is basically includes the base coat, color, and top coat, and the color itself is pretty rich as well. Let me open this one. This one is a darker color, and see, it's very, very nice. Very nice. I was able to kind of get a pretty good coverage with this color in one coat, but on clear tipped extensions, I went ahead and did 2 coats, and it worked really well for me. I found this color. I picked it up without opening it to kind of check, but I thought, based on this color at the front, that this was going to be a really opaque nude, a full cover, and it was actually a sheer. And see if you can see this in here. See, it's very, very light. Very, very light. This one is called, I believe, Rough, Tough, and in the Buff. And so I was a little upset at first when I opened it, because I was expecting one thing and got another. But I found out that this stuff works on polish, normal lacquer. And I believe this is their only sheer color. I thought that they might have more, but as of now, I think this is the only one. All the other colors are pretty opaque. This is also their polish. It's Caption. This color is Keep It Simple. It's kind of a slightly off-white. And their Caption polishes, if you have not used them yet, are very, very good. They're very fast drying, full coverage color, kind of in, you can layer the white over the black even, or vice versa, and you will get full coverage of either. So those work very well. If you have not seen yet, they have a kit called Caption Conversion, and it consists of a base and a top. And basically what that's for, it comes in the bottle the same. I don't know where that's at right now. It comes in a bottle like this one. This is their Chrome Obsession bottle. But the bottle's black, and their base coat you put on first. Then you would polish the nail with any of the Caption colors. And then when you are done, you would use their top coat, Caption Top, to seal in the nail polish without having that wrinkling effect or having to wait. Some people say, oh, wait a full day and then cover with a gel top coat. Nobody has time for that. No one. Okay, so that's why they came out with Caption Conversion. You can literally apply your base coat, apply your polish layer, and or 2. Allow that to dry for a minute or so, maybe at the most I'd say maybe 3 minutes, and then you cover with Caption, the Conversion top coat, and it does not shrink back on itself, does not gather and wrinkle. It just seals it, and it works very well. You can I have not tried it with any other brands of polish, so that might be something that would be good to do in the future. So what I figured out to do with this one, it is not going to go to waste, not at all. I have figured out how to do a French using this. It's almost clear with a very, very subtle pink hue to it, which is very good for French designs. So what I have here on this stick, you kind of can't tell, but it's a nude color hard gel, and I just kind of applied a few layers, and just to kind of simulate a natural nail bed. And so what I'm going to do now, I would use my protein bond, but it's a stick, so I don't really need to worry about it. But normally I would take my protein bond and I would apply it on the nail, at least where I'm going to be polishing on the surface. But I'm not going to bother to waste my protein bond for that. So what I am going to do is I am going to use Keep It Simple. I was going to say Heaven Help Me, but that's the wrong one. I'm going to use Keep It Simple, and very quickly I am going to polish as if I was making a French tip. And I am not going to make it have to be perfect, because we are going to use this and some acetone and clean up the line. So I have my acetone here in a pump bottle. I'm going to pump some into the top, dip my brush, and because this is hard gel on the bottom, it's not going to be affected by the acetone at all. So I'm going to come in and just clean up the line. I don't want to flood the polish with my acetone, so after I re-dip my brush in acetone, I am dabbing it on this paper just to take away some of the excess. Now I am just coming in to clean up that line and make it smooth. Okay, and I can tell it's still drying, but it's probably close to being done. So on a set, you can do this as you're moving along from one finger to the next. This could be drying. So, and then you could even let them all dry and then come back in with the brush to do the cleanup. So I'm going to give this a little touch. This is slightly tacky, but almost fully dry. And I'm going to go ahead and come in with another coat. That's just to deepen the color slightly. Okay, I went slightly over the line that I cleaned up, so I'm just touching it back up very quickly. Okay, so now what we are going to do is allow this to dry. Wish I had a little hand fan. I don't know where I put that. But we are going to allow this to dry. And then we are going to do a layer of Go Time pretty much immediately. It doesn't even have to be 100% completely dry, in all honesty. I did this with it being, I'd say, about 75% dry, and it was fine. I was wondering when I got this color and I saw how sheer it was, I really was wondering what in the world I was going to do with it. I don't do a whole lot of French designs, but when I do, this will come in handy. Especially being that it can go over normal lacquer and not even need a top coat. So it's a lot, you know, that's a time saver. So let's see. Okay, that is almost dry. And you see how quick this is. We're doing all of this in real time. So now I am going to get my Rough Toughen in the Buff. Start at the cuticle area to shine up the hard gel as well. I didn't quite get enough. And so what this is going to do is basically act as your top coat. And it does have a slight pink tinge to it, and it kind of reminds me of the old French polish kits that used to, used to be able to find in pharmacy stores and things like that. They usually came with a white and then like a pinkish, very light pink, or 2 colors of pink. And so what we did was put that on, and if you can see, it smoothed the line over, which wasn't really much there either. The caption polishes go on very thin. So, but it smoothed over that line. So we're going to go ahead and cure this for 30 seconds. This is in my UV Sun 3 lamp. This one does gel polishes for me in 30 seconds with no problem. But of course, whatever your lamp is, you want to follow those guidelines. I would be very interested to see if they came out with any other shears, but you know, maybe some glitters would be nice. Kind of a sheer glitter that you could use over top of any color. Those ones would be nice as well. Okay, we've gone for about 60 seconds. I was not paying attention. So this is going to be completely dry when you pull it out. See, there's no tacky layer. It's completely dry and no shrinking. The lacquer is still in place. And no waiting 24 hours, no sitting there trying to blow and, you know, on your nails, and make sure that everything is completely dry so that you can seal in any type of gel. This one, I mean, if you don't mind the pink tint that it gives over, you know, the white, this is a very good way to do a French tip. It's very smooth. There's no visible bump or line. No visible indentation. It's just smooth and shiny, completely dry. So yeah, using Go Time's Rough Toughen in the Buff as a top coat, I'm just surprised. I'm surprised. I guess it's the same kind of formula that they've included in the caption conversion. Maybe they've made it the same way, but whatever it is, I mean, I like it. I hope that they come out with more shears that, you know, you could use, you know, with a little bit of glitter, and you can just be using them as a top coat, because this is completely smooth, completely shiny. And yeah, I mean, it literally is one step. If you're using it on natural nails, no base coat needed, just prep your nail, put this on, and it's cured. And if you want a second layer, go ahead and layer that on top. And if you don't, one is fine if that has enough color for you. As far as their, you know, like these ones, if these have enough color for you, then leave it at 1. And you don't need the base and you don't need the top. It's all included, one step, and you're done. And it cures very well, very fast, and it does have a very high shine that I really do love. It really is beautiful. I mean, it is completely dry. So for anybody out there that tries to do French designs, and I mean, even the pink, I don't think would be a problem if you had, say, some kind of a pinkish glitter or pinkish color of nail polish. It would still go well with that as well. It just adds a slightly pink color. It's very, very subtle. Very, very subtle. So, yeah, if this is, you know, quick French with normal lacquer is something that you're into, go ahead and pick that one up. I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys again next time with another video. And until then, happy nailing.